Yeah, hello there, my name is Wikiano, and this is Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. This is a non-linear story game that I found that is about you're a person who has been left in some abandoned town, and you basically get to put together what has happened here. Try and figure out what exactly is going on. And I saw it, and to me it looked really interesting, so I was like, why not? I'll try it. And I guess I don't know if I'd say that it's kind of taking a little bit of a break from horror games just for like a little bit, because I mean, when I play The Long Dark, I'm not technically playing the horror game, but this just seems like a good story-driven game that I wanted to play. So here it is. Once it loads. Yeah, so in the description it talked about like you'll be sitting there and there'll be you'll hear radios and stuff going off, and like TVs and stuff that are basically on dead channels, and then you'll hear voices and stuff on different radio stations, which I'm just kind of assuming is probably going to be like number stations. So for those of you who don't know, number stations, God, how long have they been around? They've probably been around for as long as radios have existed. Or at least the concept of radio.
This is Dr. Catherine Collins. I don't know if anyone will ever hear this. It's all over. I'm the only one left.
Ooh, pretty. This is so pretty. Already. Oh, I'm in. Okay, I'm in. Yeah, so I was like, I know it's gonna be at some observatory. What is that? Vallis Observatory.
I'm going to continue to broadcast for as long as I'm able. If I'm right, you should be able to pick up the signal right across the valley. The event has left markers. We don't understand it yet, but we're going to keep working to try and understand it. You can use them to find what you're looking for. The answers, they're all here. The answers are in the light.
Ooh, ominous. Sounds like a cell phone. Yep, there's a number station. Where's this phone at? Why can't I run? Where's this phone at? I hear a phone.
This is a special announcement by the Emergency Measures Committee. Due to exceptional circumstances, radio and television in this area has been brought under the control of the EMC as per the Crisis Preparedness and Action Bill of 1982. Keep your radio and television on at all times. Stay indoors and avoid contact with other people. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Do not panic and remain civil and calm. Stay tuned to this station for updates.
Ooh. So I wonder, does that mean I'm gonna see, like... Okay, so maybe... He's gonna ask if I'm gonna see, like, crashed cars and stuff like that. Because, like, in the event of the rapture, which is a religious event, I know it's at least Christian, I don't know what other religions believe in it, but it's... Whoa. What am I doing? What is that?
I'm trying to do my job. You two will be the only staff on site for this rotation. I'm just saying, if the main gate's power fails, then there's no way in or out of the observatory.
That's why there are backup generators. Jesus, why the hell are we even discussing this?
Just don't you come running to me if you get locked in.
If we get locked in, we won't be able to come running to you, will we? You let us worry about the clever stuff, and you can concentrate on sweeping up leaves and changing light bulbs.
Ooh,
Happy?
that's mean.
Now piss off.
Y'all are mean.
That was unnecessary.
Very
Just because you're
unnecessary.
angry with me doesn't mean you have to take it out on everyone else.
Kate, can we just talk about this?
No, Steven, I'm done. I just want to get out of this place, and tonight is our best chance of doing that. You prep the arrays, I'm heading up to Tower 6.
Kate. I love you.
Aw.
You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. Come on, let's get started.
That was weird. What was that? It was like some weird... I don't know what to call it. I guess some form of... like a flashback, maybe? Should I be worried about that? Should I be worried about that? What is that thing? And again, should I be worried about it? What are you? Hello? Jeremy. Who is Jeremy? Am I following you? I seemingly cannot sprint, so...
I suppose from that we can assume that they really are serious about this whole quarantine thing. If Mrs. Boughton wandered off that way before they closed the road, I suspect we'll never find her. Not until this whole thing blows over.
Well, it's more than a little odd. I mean, this is Yorton, for goodness sake. There was no need for them to be so rude.
Well, if they are so concerned that they are willing to close off the roads, I suspect they would argue that there is every need. What is certain is that for the time being, none of us are going anywhere.
But he had a rifle, a soldier with a rifle, in Shropshire. The world's gone stark raving mad. I've a good mind to write to my MP.
You do that, Barb, and I'll personally deliver it for you, once this blockade is removed anyway. Come on, Bob. I can't spend all day chasing pensioners around the valley. The surgery won't open itself. I need to grab some paracetamol when we get back as well. Cracking headache all of a sudden.
This is already so interesting. Did I just hear a phone? I think I just heard a phone. Oh yeah, phone. Phone booth. Phone booth. I was wondering how to pronounce that. The name of the town. Yachtin.
Who's that? Hello?
Hi?
Kate,
If you can hear this, you need to shut down the optical array. It's using the observatory as a conduit to reach us, and it's started spreading its range beyond the valley. Kate, we can't afford to let it do that. It's getting stronger. I'm going to call Clive back, and I'm going to force him to order the strike. I just don't see what other choice we have. God knows
Hello,
if
can
it
you
will
hear
work.
me? We need help.
Who are you? Jesus, get off the phone! Get off the phones! It's in the phones! It's in the phones.
What's in the phones? Okay. I don't know what that was. So, I guess someone was here when they got raptured. But yeah. Please drive carefully. This is... I do have to say, this is a very, very pretty game so far. And whatever this is, I don't know. This, like... whatever this manifestation is supposed to be. I don't even know what I'm doing or if I'm doing it right. Whoa. Okay. Okay, what was... Ooh. Whoa, okay.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all had rejections.
You haven't.
Come on. We'll look at the figures, tighten up the data, and resubmit. Your core idea is sound. You just got the numbers slightly wrong.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you. I think you are a brilliant man, Dr. Appleton. Listen. I'm here, right? We're together, you and me. The alignment event tomorrow. It's yours, okay? You saw the opportunity, you ran the numbers. Even if they can't see it, I'm proud of you.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Steven. Look on the bright side. Around here, you're a hero. Prodigal son returns, right? I'm surprised they haven't erected a statue in your honor yet.
Oh, you can laugh all you want. But I'll bet the parish council have a subcommittee working on that right now.
God, this is so crazy. To me, it just feels weird. This whole thing just feels weird because you just kind of feel like you're... I mean, I don't know how it described it. It seemed kind of like I'm playing as Catherine, but I'm fairly certain I'm not her. But I'm just some schlub from this town. And it's weird because you just... listening to the noises and stuff that are happening, I feel like just a bystander, and like all of a sudden that I'm, I guess, kind of intruding. You feel like you're intruding on these people's lives, but like I have no option but to, you know? Oh, here's another radio.
I keep looking, but it makes no sense. The area we picked the pattern up from can no longer be located on the scope. That's just not possible. You can see significant changes to the quality of the ambient light in that part of the sky. It's overexposed, like a Polaroid left in direct sunlight.
Okay. It's a very, very beautiful game. And whatever this thing is, I have no clue.
You know, they
see me as an outsider here as well.
Is that supposed to make me feel any better?
I understand it's difficult, that's all I'm saying. Your lot up at Vallis have never mixed with the local community. People here, they don't really understand what you do up there.
Are you trying to get me to come to your church?
It's not just about faith. It's about the community. Be involved. Be seen as part of it, one of them.
Good morning, Father. Lovely day. Oh, hello. Mrs. Appleton, isn't it?
It's Dr. Collins.
Scientist. Whatever next.
Good morning, Barbara.
Father Wheeler.
What
You
are
really
you?
think that's a community that will ever see me as one of them? I can live with them staring at me. If they just stay out of my way.
Excuse me? I don't know what you are or what you want from me. Is there something over here that I need to do? I mean, I'm just trying to kind of do as, you know, this... whatever this orb guides, whatever it's telling me to do. Haverton Road. Ooh, what's this? There's a sign on here. Quarantine. Do not attempt to leave. You will be detained. Do not attempt to telephone outside your local area. Alright. I hear a phone. Sounds like it got disconnected.
Extraordinary. Extraordinary. The whole thing reminds me of high school. Seeing Mars for the first time. That same rush of excitement. My hands are shaking.
Is it like secretly everyone's been abducted by aliens? Like there was no actual like religious event or anything like that? Is there anything else back here? It's a tent. I would totally steal that tennis ball and like carry it with me and like bounce it up and down the road as I'm walking because I'd just be that bored. I mean, yeah, I'd search for, you know, whatever happened, try and find the answers, and, you know, but I'd still be bored, so you just gotta try and do something. You can't just do absolutely nothing. Interesting greenhouse. It's kind of small for a greenhouse. Why do they have a speaker on the outside of their house? Hello? I know there's not supposed to be anyone here, but... Afternoon tea. Little birds and where to find them. Can I play the piano? I'd definitely do that too. I'd just walk around people's houses playing piano.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Oh, Amanda, I thought you'd left town.
Ooh.
We tried. We did try. But they've closed all the roads and you can't get through. And then Georgie and Ben said they had headaches. And then they started bleeding. It was horrible. They were so scared. So Neil turned the car around and we saw the house was open and I know we shouldn't have, but we just came in to clean up the kids and then Neil and I started bleeding as well and it's all over my blouse. Everyone was so tired.
It's all right, Amanda. Everything will be all right. Just try and calm down and tell me where
this is
Neil and the
Jeremy.
children are.
They're upstairs. They were tired, and Neil said they could take a nap in the bed, and we thought Barbara wouldn't mind as they're only children, and I was so tired, so Neil took them up. He took them upstairs to tuck them in.
And?
That was 6 hours ago. He never came back down. Just be too frightened to go and look.
Why don't we go and look together? I can hold your hand if you like.
Yeah. I think I could manage that, yes. Will you please help me?
Of course I'll help you. Neil? Neil, are you there?
Oh my. So, apparently something started happening to these people before they started disappearing. They would have... I don't know, just from the way she's describing it, people were starting to have headaches and stuff like that. And from the... she said they were bleeding. Didn't say exactly how they were bleeding, but I'm kind of going to go with they were having nosebleeds would be my guess. I love it. It's seems like such a small place. Is that the orb again? Okay, so wait, now am I getting into more specific places? Like, I saw what was happening with Neil and Jeremy and Amanda and their kids, so now if, like, I go to another place, am I gonna find another story? Oh, so that's gonna be real cool. I'm still not necessarily certain how this works. I don't even know what I'm doing when I do that. Wait a minute. That's so weird. It's like I'm stepping inside of it, and then it's just, you know, stopping. Oh, that's weird and yet pretty. Someone, I'm assuming, was doing something. They were, you know, painting or something like that, and ended up dropping the paint when they got, you know, when they disappeared, and that's just what happened. That's what I'm assuming. That's what that is. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's not letting me do that thing again, so I don't know. I guess I'll look at the next house. I mean, that's just kind of what I've been doing, just going house to house, you know. I love the birds. The birds are wonderful. The extra, you know, there's just so many little details that are making this a really enjoyable. It's like, I just heard a bee. Look at, there's a bee. Look at that, look at the bees. It's so pretty and yet so disturbing all at the same time. Is this that church she was talking about? I don't know if this is a church. I don't think this is a church. Doesn't look like a church. Yachten Quiz Night. Emergency meeting. Everyone is welcome. Village Hall tomorrow night at 7 p.m. FLV quarantine. What they're not telling us, call Meg or Barb if you have any questions. So this definitely seems like this is a lot, you know, smaller of a town. So everyone here knows each other. I wouldn't even call it a town. This is more like a village. Or is this like a schoolhouse? Maybe? Or is this like the town hall? Hello? I'm assuming yeah, I think this is the town hall. So I go in there and something will happen. Fire exit, keep clear. I don't know why I was walking really slowly in there. Watch this, watch. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I don't know what it was. Ooh.
What about the station?
That's shut down
Hi,
too.
friends.
So there's no way in or out of the valley. They're obviously serious about this flu thing.
Phil doesn't think it's flu at all. He said he's been practicing medicine for 30 years and he's seen plenty of flu, and he said this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, there's nothing of any use on the radio.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Have you started?
Yes, but to be honest, there's not really that much to discuss. This quarantine is in place, there's roadblocks and everything. No one really seems to know anything, but people are definitely missing. More of them too, not just a couple of old biddies. No one's seen the Sullivans since yesterday, and the house is just sitting there unlocked.
I just got back from the farm. All of Frank's cows died in the night. He's devastated.
Poor man, hasn't he had enough for 1 year? First Mary and now this.
Well, if no one's coming in to sort this mess out, we're just going to have to do it ourselves. Barbara, get Phil to do a stock take on medication. Jeremy, put the word out for people to congregate at the village hall. It's best we get everyone in one place for the time being.
Good.
I'll organise supplies. We'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. There's plenty at the depot, but well, let's start with what's here in the village. I'll draw up a rota. Charlie, you help me with that?
Anything for you, Meg?
I'll head out into the valley and scoop up the
I love
isolated
that.
families.
So
and check in with Lizzie Graves at the camp. Now, has anyone seen or heard anything from Stephen Appleton or his wife?
You can tell where the voices, you know, you're pretty easily able to tell which one of the figures is talking because of, you know, they're partially, it's just, I don't know, just how the sound is, but also they light up more. They like, you become more visible as actually people. They take on that more of a silhouette type form so that you can actually tell that yes, this was once a person. This was something was happening here. I don't think there's anything out here. I think I'm just kind of wandering out here for no reason. There's something over here though, which I'm kind of curious about. What is this? Okay. That's so crazy. You're quiet enough. You're quiet enough, and you can hear the frisbee up on the roof. Like I was saying earlier, just those little details, those very little things, are what drive the story home. Ooh, it's dark down here.
I couldn't stop it. I couldn't do anything. Stop it. Calm down. I'll get back. It's in my head. Howard, wait.
Oh.
Ah! Father, are you all right?
It's my ankle. Oh, Jesus, Lord, I think it's broken. Howard, go and get help.
There's no one left. No one's coming to help us.
Please, Howard, fetch help.
The light. There in the light. I can see everyone in the light.
Oh, that's weird. Look at that.
Oh my god.
So,
help me.
Jeremy, when he's talking, yeah, he's lighting up, but this guy, whoever he is, he's staring into the light, and as he's staring into the light, he was getting brighter and brighter and brighter. That was weird. I'm trying to see more stuff down here. I don't think there's too much more. This is amazing. I love visual storytelling like this. It's absolutely wonderful. Here's something. I love it because you're literally just having to pick up from audio clues. Just to know basically where to go next, what to do next, where to look. I mean, as of right now, I was just going house to house, just kind of seeing what there was to see. Like anything, basically I've been looking at like anything that it looks out of place, you know? That to me is a hint, kind of. It's some form of a clue. Why did I knock on that one? That's unusual. I knocked on that door, but basically every other door I've just kind of went up to and shook the handle trying to open it. See? I knocked on that one. But every other one I've just walked up to and just shook the handle of it. I'm hearing what sounds like another orb thing.
It doesn't even reach the back fence, silly old bugger.
Well, loaves and fishes we can manage, but garden design is a little bit...
Might I have a word?
Mrs. Boyles, of course.
See? What I was talking about?
Excuse us, please.
See you back at Charlie's later. Cheerio, Wendy.
I was speaking to Barbara. She said there were some irregularities about Mary's morphine.
Good grief. Those are private medical records. Barbara should know better than to be discussing that sort of thing with you. If Dr. Wade finds out, he'll have no choice but to suspend her. Damn it, Wendy! Your brother is grieving. Mary was sick for a long time, and I'm glad it's over for her. Go and support Frank. He needs you now.
God knows what you did. He sees. I just break and overlook Mary's weakness, but you, a man of the cloth,
if you have an issue with...
bring shame on this parish.
If you have an issue with me, I suggest you write to the Bishop of the Diocese. I have parishioners to attend to. Excuse me.
You're a very calm man. I suppose he should be if he's a priest. It's a very pretty church. See if I can get in here, see if there's anything to see in here. Okay, I know. I do occasionally keep thinking I'm hearing some late things, you know? Oh. That's crazy. Diocese of Stipperstones. Rector, Reverend Jeremy Wheeler. The Rectory, Shepherd's Walk, Yawton. Okay. Oh, and I'm like, huh, can I not walk in here? Oh, I thought it just closed on me. Whoa. That's so weird. Okay. So that is me. Is that me? I think that's me. That's kind of, like, that's crazy cool, though. Just look at that. That's so cool. Guess I'll walk around the outside of the church, see if I find any more, you know, anything, but look at that, like someone's... I don't know, whatever happened, it was enough to take someone... well, I mean, and they were saying, basically, people... Well, they weren't really saying that people just disappeared. Well, they did say it about the one family. I can't remember what their names were, but they said that about there was the one family. They seemed to have just disappeared out of nowhere. Like something... They didn't say it like something had taken them or anything like that. They just said they disappeared. What was that? Alright, well, I'll keep on going and we'll see if... I don't know how long this game is, technically, so... Guess I'll walk back down this way. It's so crazy, just the amount of things you, like, really start to notice, you know, when you're just all quiet and there's just no one around. I mean, I've been in scenarios like that before where you're just... It just sounds like an organ. But yeah, I've been in scenarios like that before.
If you could just have a word with them, perhaps. They listen to you.
Well, I really don't see what it has to do with me at all.
The village looks up to you. I just think with what's been happening with Mr. Coles and Mrs. Boughton and the others, that people need somewhere to talk, to feel safe.
Perhaps they don't think that your church is somewhere they feel particularly safe.
Ooh.
I don't need your forgiveness, Wendy. Or theirs. Whosoever thou art that judgest, for wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself. Romans chapter 2, verse 1.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. It's not my judgment you should be worried about, Father. But fine. I'll talk to Barbara. Ask her to put a note up in the surgery about an extra service. Will that do?
So that's just crazy. So, okay. So it appears that even in a very, very small village like this, where the church would be something very that a lot of people would depend on, that they're seemingly not able to depend on the father because maybe he did something wrong. I don't know what he did, but apparently he did something wrong enough that people aren't trusting in him anymore. But this Wendy, who seems like she's probably some form of, like, you know, village elder type, you know. She's one of those, like, wise men or women that you go to when, like, things are happening. Okay, wait. There's smoke rising out of that chimney. Is that a detail that I'm not noticing with other things, or is it just that? But there's definitely smoke rising out of that chimney. Teddy bear. I hear another radio.
It wasn't just some distortion of physics. I may not understand it yet, but it wasn't an accident. All of the clocks, what happened at Tower 6, it's just not random. There's an effort. An attempt to communicate.
Okay, now the way she's talking sounds like aliens. Robert Graves, auto repair. Let's see if we can find anything here. Definitely seems like the type of place you'd find, you know, word. Wait at line.
Meg, come and have a look at this.
Oh, I don't believe it. Charlie?
Jeremy reckons someone had been raiding all the empty houses. He said a load of stuff had been taken.
What's up?
It looks like someone's been collecting their own supplies.
Bastard.
Lovely.
Well, we've got enough stock in the warehouse to keep the entire village going for months.
We should get a truck.
What, and go and get all of it now?
Yeah, why not?
It's Appleton. It's that bloody crackpot Stephen Appleton. I'm gonna fucking do him.
Sam, it's fine. We better get moving before the weather turns. You come in. We'll swing by the camp and get Rachel on the way back.
I swear, the Europeans swear a lot more than Americans do. They swear a ton more than Americans do. That sounds like another orb. Where's it at? You know what's weird? Like, just looking around in the sky, there's those just the random little blotches, I guess one could call them. Oh, hey, dude.
We're right in the firing.
What those things are doing. Got no clue. Trying to see if I can get it to do whatever I was doing it again.
Saw you from the main road. Not many people are moving around now.
I was looking for Dr. Wade.
Listen, Frank. Don't know what's happened, but your Stephen seems to think he's responsible.
I reckon he is.
He said, Kate's still up at the observatory, but the gates are locked. Frank, there's going to be a rescue soon, I'm sure of it. They'll send planes or something.
Well, they'll send planes, all right. This pattern of his, we're in the center of it. Which means if they intend to stop it, we're right in the firing.
Oh. That man has very little hope. music selection is lovely as well. Alright, saving. You know, I'm probably gonna end this one here, because I still think there is a lot to explore in Yon. I don't know. I still feel like I know very little about whatever happened. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, so that's blood. What Amanda was talking about the people, them bleeding, and it seemed like it was one could almost say symptom before people started disappearing. Like, they would have headaches, and then I'm just gonna assume, I'm just gonna go with their noses were bleeding, because to me that just makes the most sense. Their noses were bleeding, and then they apparently just disappeared. There's a surprising amount of people not, you know, driving, but I guess that's kind of easy to do when it's this little of a village. So you don't really need to drive everywhere, you just kind of walk. The only time you really need to drive is when you're, like, carrying stuff. But, there's more paint. But like I said, I think I'm gonna... Oh, here's Jotun's doctor surgery. So that one's apparently something pretty decently important, because it's been mentioned multiple times. But I'm gonna end this one here. I'll pick it up in the next one, see what more we can learn about this, because I still feel like there's so much to unravel here. But I'm all out of time for this one. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.